In the world of sports, there is perhaps nothing more important than honesty and integrity. But what happens when that integrity is compromised and cheating rears its ugly head? In 2019, a pair of social media influencers found out the hard way when they were caught cheating in a half-marathon race. Their story made headlines around the world. There's nothing quite like the thrill of a marathon race. Athletes who compete with integrity are not only more respected by their peers and fans, but they also serve as role models for future generations of athletes. Runners from all walks of life come together to push themselves to the limit, test their endurance, and achieve something truly remarkable. But not all marathons are created equal. Some are more than just races, they're events. And that's exactly what the race that Bray Tisi and Chloe Ture cheated in was. A special edition of the Divas Running Series. The Divas Running Series, which was held on 16 February 2019 in Temecula, California, is a national event that hosts 5K and half-marathon races in different cities across the country. But these races aren't your typical run-of-the-mill events. Participants get to don pink tutus, boas, and tiaras as they make their way to the finish line. And once they complete the race, they're rewarded with some seriously impressive swag, including a bubbly toast to celebrate their achievement. But the Divas Running Series isn't just about having fun and getting some cool stuff. It's also about making a difference. The series partners with the Breast Cancer Charities of America, also known as I Go Pink, to raise funds for breast cancer research and awareness. Participants can choose to raise money for the charity, and while no percentage of registration fees are donated directly to the organization, every dollar raised by runners makes a real impact in the fight against breast cancer. It's this unique combination of fun, philanthropy, and fierce competition that makes the Divas Running Series such a beloved event for runners all over the country. And it's why the cheating scandal involving Bray Tisi and Chloe Ture was such a disappointment to so many people. It was supposed to be a day of accomplishment and triumph for Bray Tisi and her model friend, Chloe Ture. They had set out to run a half-marathon, a grueling test of endurance and athleticism that would put their fitness and training to the test. Neither posted a split at the 11-mile marker, but both finished together 27 minutes later at the same time, shown in both the results and Instagram video. The event results showed Tisi Menziel clocked a 6.4-mile split pace of 14 minutes 15 seconds per mile. The 11-mile split information is missing, and she finished at a 9-minute 3-second minute per mile pace overall. It put her faster than 73% of female runners and within the top 30 finishers, male or female, in the Divas race that had 411 entries. However, she was not listed on the results page, and her mile-by-mile splits were investigated by LetsRun.com. The two somehow finished the first half of the race in 1 hour 31 minutes 29 seconds and the second half in 26 minutes 53 seconds. That's unbelievable considering the women's world record for a mile is 4 hours 12 minutes 56 seconds, set by Svetlana Masterkova without any racing beforehand. Men's world record holder Kenenisa Bekele split 4-minute 13.8 second miles when he set the fastest ever time in 2005. Tisi Menziel's per-mile pace over 6+ miles would also be 12 seconds faster. But as they crossed the finish line, arms linked together in victory, something just didn't feel right. Race officials were quick to notice the discrepancies in Tisi and Ture's times. Those kinds of times are simply unheard of, even among the world's top athletes. In fact, the speed at which they supposedly ran would have put them on track to run a 4-minute mile for every mile of the final stretch. Officials soon began to investigate. When it comes to cheating in sports, there are a variety of methods that people can use to gain an unfair advantage. In the case of Bray and Chloe, it seems that they opted for a classic method, cutting corners. According to reports, the two women were caught on camera skipping portions of the race, and even stopping to take selfies and dance for the camera. They analyzed the race map and concluded that the women had cut out an entire lap of the course. When they were caught cheating in a half-marathon race, they knew they had to do something to cover their tracks, so they turned to social media, hoping to spin the story in their favor. Tisi Menziel addressed Let's Run's report on Twitter and Instagram with a lengthy post. She castigated her sad and pathetic accusers for questioning her time, and clarified that though she didn't train specifically for the half marathon, "I am a full-time athlete. I train all year, every year. Anyone who knows me knows I hate cardio." In a lengthy post, she made excuses for her suspicious split times, claiming that nobody was waiting at each checkpoint to check her in. She also emphasized that the race was for charity and that she was more focused on cheering people on than trying to get a good time. But her excuses fell on deaf ears, and the evidence against her and Ture was overwhelming. As a result, they were quickly disqualified from the race and banned from future events. Their reputations as role models and fitness influencers were also severely damaged as news of their cheating spread around the world.